welcomes you to the following.
After all the hype, it's finally time for football. It's Super Bowl Sunday, and off we go on EA Sports. A good return as he takes it across the 30. This crowd ready in anticipation, their offense taking the field for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
As much as you try to tell yourself, Mike, that this is just another game, the reality is it just isn't. It doesn't matter if it's your first Super Bowl or your 10th. This is the game you've dreamt about playing in from the first time you put on pads all the way back in Pop Warner. You're bound to get emotional in some capacity, but you have to get that out of the way and get ready to do everything in your power to turn those childhood dreams of hosting the Lombardi into a reality. As long as this guy does his part, they're going to have a fighting chance to come out on top.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand. Even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
What teamwork, the receiver coming back for the completion. 15 more on that connection. They're making it look easy. That's another first down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Here's a shot toward the end zone. That is caught. What a throw for the touchdown. They find the end zone here on the opening drive, and Greg, they're able to do it in the air.
Mike, it makes you wonder, is this drive a sign of things to come? I mean, this secondary, they had their hands full there. Are we going to see it repeated throughout the rest of this game, or are they going to have some answers on defense?
That's going to be caught. So the aggressiveness pays off right away, and just like that, the lead is 8-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. Off the play fake, here's Goff. That's complete. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And this is taken in by the defense. And so much for a nice gain through the passing game. Not finishing the play, fumbling the football, and the offense has turned it over, Greg.
Mike, give credit to the defender here for not quitting on this play. They just give up a chunk play in the passing game. He stays after it, and instead of just making a simple tackle, he attacks the ball, knocks it loose, and creates a big takeaway for this defense.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. That is caught. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him. Now whistles as the challenge flag is out. And this last play will be reviewed. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over. Remember, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear, incontrovertible visual evidence to the contrary. In other words, it's got to be the truth. So the challenge is unsuccessful, and he's going to have to be careful here because he has just one challenge for the remainder of the game. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards. loose football. One of his teammates there to take it back in. And he's going to take it in for the touchdown. Whoa! Have a friend in the right spot at the right time. The fumble, not a turnover, but a TD. He'll look to throw. And he's in for the two-point conversion to make it 16-0.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Lions offense about ready to get going on their second possession. They need to start making some inroads here, down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. They'll go play action with Goff. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
When it starts bad, it has a funny way of ending up getting worse, and I don't think that could be any more true than it is right now. They're already down by multiple possessions, and after that start to this drive with the sack, they find themselves once again in a massive hole.
Across midfield, shot out of a cannon. A big connection to flip the field as they get across midfield on that one. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. From the gun, it's Goff. And he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a sack and a loss of a couple. They're going to motion the tight end over here. On play action, Goff. And that one just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down. So backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. To throw is Goff. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down. So the drive stalls out, and here's the Aussie, Mitch Wishnowsky, to punt. That's taken at about the 14. That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's going to be incomplete, and it'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter. Back to the air again on second and 10. And that's incomplete. They couldn't connect. And that's how this first quarter will come to an end. Two incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to third down and 10. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, They're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And that is incomplete. The defense very happy to see that play call. The decision to go for it on 4th and long will end up in a turnover on downs. Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Now whistles and a timeout. Throwing on 2nd down. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. And this drive is a disaster. He goes down for a 3rd consecutive time.
And the big guys up front in the offensive line just continue to not be on the same page. And we've seen it time and time again here today. This pass rush remains one step ahead of him, and it's the quarterback who continues to pay the price.
And he couldn't get that one to check up. It'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchback. So now this team's offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They're going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete. Trying to get it to Christian McCaffrey out of the backfield. And it'll bring up 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. Man is open, middle of the field. It is caught. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given. But it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else. And I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, but then once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play. Every team has those vertical shots, Mike. They're on the call sheet, and they feel like they can get behind the defense. I think that was one of them, and just couldn't quite connect downfield because he had pretty good separation.
That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the 1st down after a gain of 7. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Now they'll set up to throw. That's caught by McCaffrey. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8. They'll look to throw yet again. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. Back to throw. A toss, left side, caught by his running back.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on 4th down. And this is not going to be enough. He is short of the marker, and they have turned it over on downs. 1st and 10. Here's Goff. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. To throw is Goff. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. From the gun, on 3rd down, it's Goff. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
If this quarterback's offensive line had as much fight as he does, I don't think they'd be in this situation to begin with. I mean, it's not even halftime here, Mike, and they've already given up 6 sacks. At this rate, I'm not sure they're confident their quarterback's going to make it out of this game in one piece.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. Now, following the punt return, we have an injured player on the field. Without question, something you never want to see, especially here on Super Bowl Sunday. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. A pickup of 12 yards. And that will be a 1st down.
Mike, this is an impressive run, especially considering the fact it was zone coverage. That's a lot of defenders with eyeballs in the backfield focused on the quarterback. So to be able to escape the pocket and pick up good yardage, really good play.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Play clock nearly expires as they set up to throw. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete. He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And now it's a flip back to the kicker. It's a fake. This is caught. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. And apparently we'll forget about that for the moment and turn our attention to quarter number 3. Let's go. Two quarters left in the NFL season as we decide a champion. Back underway here at the Super Bowl. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll motion over Pierce. On 1st down, it's Goff. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Goff to throw. Oh, the ball's out. Oh, he gets it right back.
And man, does he dodge a bullet right there, Mike, on that sack. He's fortunate. That ball bounced right back to him. He's able to recover it and keep possession for his team.
Now Goff. On team now, as he'll be standing just inside the back line of the end zone. This will be returned from the other side of midfield. And it's a very nice return. He is giving the offense a short field. This offense making its way back on the field, led by their wide receiver. They start with the lead and the football. They do so with tremendous field position. It's 1st and 10. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That'll be batted down. Back to the air once more on 2nd down. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly in his 3rd and 10. And that is incomplete. The offense staying out there for this 4th down. He'll look to throw. And he's not going to get away. They get him down right after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on downs.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Goff. That's caught by Gibbs. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. Now a 3rd and 2. Goff. He'll get this one complete to St. Brown.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Right back to St. Brown. They connect again. And they will finally run him down.
And, Mike, I think as they try to find themselves clawing back in this game, they're going to have to make a concentrated effort here in the second half to continue to get him involved. Give him opportunities in space with the ball in his hand, and chances are, when he has it, good things happen.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. A second down throw for Goff. That one intercepted. And this defense will take over following the turnover.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down up around the 24-yard line. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. Now, a handoff to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down as he... just shy of midfield. A hit, and he has lost the football. And it's recovered by one of his teammates. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this 3rd quarter. Special teams out to the field, ready for this punt. Here comes a return, and he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. And Sunday night. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing, Goff. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down. Now, Goff. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
Mike, it is not very often where I am at a loss for words. You know that by working with me. But let's just set this stage. They just allowed a modern NFL record 13 sacks.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. They got him with a big-time rush, and it will lead to a turnover on downs.
So here as the quarterback, you can't take that sack. You have to understand it's 4th down. While you don't want to throw a pick, you've got to get this ball out of your hand and give one of your playmakers a chance to make a play for you and extend this drive on 4th down.
On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. He'll let this go towards the end zone.
And this game almost just flipped completely on his head. You find yourself with a lead, just trying to milk the clock away in the 4th quarter, and that's a gift. And that defender just flat out drops the ball, and if he's able to secure that takeaway, this game looks very different for this offense. Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at, and that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling. Let's call it for what it is, Mike. I mean, right now, this team is winning in spite of him. Certainly not because of him, and what's really concerning is that's the most important position on the team, and if they are able to hold on and they do pull this game out, it could wind up being one of the most poor performances we've ever seen in a winning effort that I can recall in a long time. So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down, but this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
They'll go play action with Goff. The field, he's got St. Brown. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. On 2nd down, Goff. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. They'll throw now 3rd and forever. And the defense unrelenting, a 3rd consecutive sack. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. They'll go for it. Here's Goff. That's going to be intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
So instead of celebrating a touchdown, he's just heading back to his huddle trying to keep his head up as everyone kind of looks at him sideways. If that ball hits your hands at this level, you've just got to make the catch. That's what your quarterback's counting on. are counting on. Frankly, that's what this entire stadium is counting on.
That one is caught beyond the pylon for the score. That is second touchdown of this Super Bowl. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Decision is made. The offense will stay out there and go for two. He'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. They get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. The Lions offense ready to get back to work. They'll begin with 1st and 10. To throw is Goff. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Throwing here is Goff. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups.
Oh, he coughs up the football. And the defense has it. And there it is. The defense comes up with the big play, forcing the fumble as they get their offense right back on the field. Coming up, Greg, with a big turnover.
Taking the ball away, Mike, has really become an art form in the NFL. Some teams are good at it, some teams not so much. But in this case, great job by the defense taking that one away.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. The ball comes out. And fortunately here, one of his teammates quick to react, and they will indeed retain possession. And now he's not spiking it, it's a fake. And that is incomplete. A little trickery with the fake spike, but it does not pan out. On 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. Forget about it. They're going to lose more yardage there. Good job by the defense, and it's 4th down.
Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
And that is incomplete. The defense very happy to see that play call. The decision to go for it on 4th and long will end up in a turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, here's Goff. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. The Lions called their first timeout, and they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. On play action, Goff. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. Here's Goff. This one is taken in downfield. Big completion.
And it's the arm talent, Mike. It's on full display. His ability to step up in the pocket, get everything behind that ball, and throw a laser downfield. That's not a throw that all quarterbacks in the NFL are capable of making, and I think it was pretty good defense. Just turned out to be a better throw.
And this franchise has done it. They are your Super Bowl champions. Commissioner Goodell on the podium, making the presentation of the Lombardi Trophy to a very worthy franchise, the champions of Super Bowl 62. So that'll do it for another spectacular season of the NFL on EA Sports. For my partner, Greg Olsen, and our entire crew, I'm Mike Tirico. We'll do it again come the fall. Till then, so long from the Super Bowl.